What is a workbook in Microsoft Sentinel, and what is its purpose? A workbook in Microsoft Sentinel is an Azure resource based on Azure Monitor Workbooks, which allows you to create interactive reports and visualizations, tables, charts on your log data. It helps you monitor and analyze security data by running queries and presenting results in a visually meaningful way. What permissions are required to use workbooks in Sentinel? You need at least Workbook Reader or Workbook Contributor permissions on the resource group that contains the Sentinel workspace. How do you add custom visual tiles to a workbook? First, in Log Analytics, build the visualization tile by writing and running a query. Then use the pin option to pin the visualization to a workbook of your choice. How do you delete a workbook in Sentinel? Go to the My Workbooks tab in Sentinel. Select the workbook you want to delete, then click Delete. This removes the workbook resource that is saved, but not the original template, if you used one, since templates can't be deleted. What happens if auto-refresh is enabled when you start editing a workbook? Auto-refresh pauses during editing to prevent data refresh from interfering with design changes. It resumes only after exiting edit mode. When the workbook is closed, the auto-refresh setting is lost and must be re-enabled. What limitations exist when editing workbooks in the Microsoft Defender portal? Several features do not work in Defender portal editing mode. Mermaid diagram editing, nested workbooks, custom endpoint data, light/dark theme inconsistencies in advanced editor, no read-only sharing. Workbooks are best edited in the Azure portal when advanced features are required. You need to distribute a workbook to another Sentinel instance. What is the best export method? Use the advanced editor. Export the workbook JSON. Import the JSON in the target environment via Workbook. Add advanced editor. Paste JSON. This allows version-controlled, infrastructure as code deployment. What's the main difference between My Workbooks and Templates tabs in Sentinel? Templates equals blueprint visualizations, not editable directly. My Workbooks equals saved, customizable instances of templates or manual creations. Only saved workbooks can be edited or deleted. Which workbook features support role-based content viewing? Workbooks support parameterization to adjust which data is shown. You can use parameters to filter by user role, control queries via dynamic values, rely on Log Analytics RBC for actual data visibility. Sentinel does not allow workbook-level read-only sharing in the Defender portal. Permissions rely on Azure RBC. Which language is used to create Microsoft Sentinel workbooks? Microsoft Sentinel workbooks are created using JSON for the workbook structure and Kusto query language, KQL, for querying and visualizing data. JSON defines the layout, parameters, visuals, and controls of the workbook. KQL is used inside workbook query components to pull data from Log Analytics and generate charts or tables.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such informative content.